In the year 1038, General George Maniakes landed 6,000 Byzantine soldiers on the rugged shores of Sicily, determined to reclaim the island from the Chalbid Arabs. Among his ranks marched 500 fierce Varangians, battle-hardened Norse warriors, led by a young and ambitious Harald Sigurdsson, the man who would one day be known to history as Harald Hardrada. As the army laid siege to the fortified city of Messina, Maniakes' siege engines halted before its towering stone walls. Then came Harald's audacious plan. Under the cover of night, the Varangians crept near the gates and concealed themselves in the narrow alleys. There, they began to hammer their weapons against their shields, filling the air with a thunderous, rhythmic clang. They chanted war songs in Old Norse, fierce, echoing verses from the sagas of their ancestors. The sound reverberated off the stone, magnified by the tight corridors of the city. An acoustic study by the University of Trondheim in 2022 later confirmed that iron striking iron in confined spaces can quadruple the perceived echoes. To the defenders, it sounded like an unstoppable horde was bearing down on them. Panic took root. In the confusion, the city gates were flung open. The Varangians surged in, seizing the towers and throwing the defenders into chaos. Victory was swift and devastating. For his cunning, Harald was rewarded by Maniakes himself with a gold ring, later recorded in the treasury catalogues of Bari. The Byzantines began calling the Varangians our thunder, a name born from that night of fear and fury. Interestingly, this psychological tactic mirrors a later Scandinavian tradition known as the holmgang roar, used to unnerve enemies before a duel. It suggests that Harald was not only a warrior, but a student of sound and fear, a master of the mind as well as the sword. This lesser-known episode foreshadows Harald's brilliance at Stamford Bridge 28 years later, where he once again wielded deception as a weapon of war. And from these deeds, sung long after the fires of Sicily had faded, came the epic of The Storm of the South, a Norse poem preserved in fragments, praising the young Harald as a stormwalker who shattered walls with noise, not steel, a tale of thunder, a legend born in the dark.